Welcome to Spotlight New England. I'm one of your hosts, Audrey McClelland.
And I'm Ashley Erling.
All right, so it's New Year, New You. Is that like going to be our mantra?
No, because it's not new me.
New body.
New year.
It's going to be a new body for me. It's going to be new Audrey, new body. Tone. I'm never going to do a two-piece, but a toned, set, feel good about myself, fit in my jeans.
You know what it is?
Self.
It's just when it comes to health goals, the only thing that I want is to just like be
what is your goal?
Just to like be able to go into the store or buy something online and not be like, what size is this gonna be? What, just like to be able to easily go shopping and like not have a problem.
Okay.
And just be like, oh, I like that. That's cute. And not like, I can't wear that, or that doesn't look good on me, or
that's your goal.
Yeah, that's it.
The older,
I feel uncomfortable.
Well, the older I'm getting, and I knew it was going to happen, but listen, when I was in my 20s and my 30s, you could like run for a week and it'd feel like you were bounced back right into shape. The older I'm getting, the more I'm realizing that the mental and the emotional piece is very much for me tied to the physical. Yeah. So everyone says it's all aligned. It is, and I never really knew that until I really got to be in my 40s, where like if I don't do it, my entire emotional and mental well-being is up and down. It's
kind of like how we were talking to Meredith the other day, who we had here on the show, and just talking about like getting outside. Yeah. And it's like all of these things are pieces of a puzzle.
Yes.
And, once all of the pieces are there, like your puzzle's complete. Like you're good. But like, it's always a moving target. I don't know that anyone will ever be like completely always like satisfied. Right. But these are all things you can do to help get you there. But the New Year, we're still doing the New Year stuff because there's a lot to talk about. People are still in that mentality, and they should be, but by now people are already starting to pull back. Yeah. From, whether they made goals or resolutions. And I feel it too. Like last week, my energy level was like sky high. Yes. And already this week, it's harder to just kind of like
to get, it's like this week I'm back into the routine completely. Like I haven't worked out like once this week. Yeah. Not Saturday, Sunday, Monday, or I'm probably not going to today. I have a ton of stuff to do today. But, I told you for 10 days I was on a streak.
Yeah, you did do well.
Yeah.
You did do well. But so
you did well.
A lot of people struggle when it comes to this point of the year if they have made goals, especially fitness goals. So there are some ways you can try to hold yourself accountable and stay with it. Check it out.
Deeper into 2026. Folks with fitness resolutions may be feeling pressure to stay motivated when it comes to pursuing their goals. But while health experts say this sensation is common, many say it's hard to see results if your regimen isn't steady.
Exercise's greatest benefit is going to come from doing something consistent.
Creating a workout schedule with exercises you like to do can help make your routine less frightening. Approaching those activities at a reasonable pace is also key to preventing injuries.
If you push yourself too hard and it leads to a ton of soreness, any sort of pain, your body's going to remember that. And the next time you think about going to the gym or going on a run, you're going to be thinking, oh man, this is going to hurt.
For beginners or those who might be prone to pain,
walking at a faster pace is completely okay. Yoga, Tai Chi, all of these different exercises, something like cycling as well.
And while some soreness can be common while doing more intense workouts.
But if you're sore for 3, 4, 5, 6 days, you're really going too hard.
Experts say it's important to allow yourself patience and time to rest.
You get better during the rest period. So if you're not resting, you're not actually helping your body improve.
Meanwhile, if you can't make it to the gym, home workouts can help keep you in a groove.
That includes things like bodyweight squats, bending over and standing back up, any sort of push-ups, core work, laying on the floor.
All right, so
where do we begin?
Well,
she laughed out loud. Tell them when you laughed out loud.
When he was talking about if you're sorry or overdoing it, I don't know, whatever. But you have been going to see a trainer.
Yes, I have.
And we have video of you training.
I have actually like receipts
to like make sure that you weren't lying to us.
No, exactly.
But you've enjoyed doing that.
I do enjoy doing it because I do because he's actually like a nice guy and we do like kind of chit chat and laugh and I also know that like it helps just like with my strength and I know that that's good. I feel like everybody says you should add strength training into your workouts.
I think it's helpful to have a trainer when it comes to stuff like strength training because like you don't always know what you're doing.
And I would have no idea.
Somebody else might.
Oh, there we go,
actually,
Ash.
there you are. Look at you go.
I was pushing this, it's a sled.
I
They
never
call it a sled.
Listen, no offense to your trainer, but I never understand the sled thing.
I don't either. It's probably like a running joke among all
Like,
fitness
aren't you
instructors.
like? Wouldn't it be better to just lift weights? Like, I don't understand.
This was after lifting weights, so he has me do like a four thing circuit.
It's like a burnout at the end, kind of a thing. Yeah, I'm back at Pilates.
I'm very proud of you.
I'm going today.
Oh, you are going to go today?
Yep.
Good for you.
I signed up for the class, and I can't late cancel, or I'll have to pay.
You have to pay. See, they got you there.
So I am going.
Accountability.
Do I really feel like you're right the second? No, but I will say this. I am loving Pilates.
Yeah.
I am. I really enjoy it. Now, I did accidentally sign up for an intermediate class today.
Oh, okay.
So
you're gonna see how that goes.
I'm a little nervous about that. Like I just like to keep it baseline and work up to it. That's like my mentality. We were talking about like how you're like very competitive. I'm not. I just like I like to show up, be accountable.
You do your thing.
Do my thing, and that's it. I don't need to prove anything to anyone. So I'm a little bit nervous about the intermediate level today.
Hopefully, when we went last time together, I remember all I kept doing was I was just kind of looking at you to make sure.
That's the thing. I don't always know what I'm doing, and like you'll see me like turn around in class and look at other people, and I'm like, whatever. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm here. No, I'm doing, and I am enjoying that. So.
See, that's all that matters, right?
All right, we have lots more coming up today on Spotlight New England, so stay with us. Welcome back to Spotlight New England. Well, we have a cover model with us today on Spotlight New England. We're so excited to welcome Akanksha Aga. She is the founder of Breaking Bread, kind of helping connect people within the community, and we are going to dive all into it because I think it sounds incredible. And of course, she is featured in this month's issue of Providence Monthly and Hey Rhody. And I'm so excited to learn more about Breaking Bread. But thank you so much for being here with us today.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me. It's an honor.
Yeah, you're always somebody who is, really invested in community, out in the community, making sure that other people are also involved in the community. But you yourself, I'm guessing you've probably had to really make your way into being such a part of the community. It's not like you're from here.
Right.
Tell us more about your journey and how you kind of have made Providence and Rhode Island your home and your passion for this little state that we have here.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. So, like you said, it's a bit of a journey, but when I look back on it, it still looks like yesterday. I came to Johnson Wales for my master's, stayed on, love Rhode Island, the beaches, everything about it, and it's home.
Yeah.
Breaking Bread was just something that honestly, I think between my husband and some of my friends, they have been sick of me talking about this. So I think when I finally did the paperwork, it was like, oh my gosh, thank God. So people see the magazine now and they're like, oh, but it's been a really, really long road getting to this point and getting it off the ground.
It's unbelievable. What made you want to do this? Like, truly, what was the pull? All of us have that why.
Yeah.
What was your true why?
Yeah. Oh, I love the question about the why. It's so important. So it was a gap. I noticed this gap. My entire career has been in food service and hospitality. I love this industry. You meet the most amazing people. But I remember traveling a lot as things were reopening after the pandemic.
Right.
And I would have those 3:30 in the morning wake-up calls. And I kept thinking, there's a gap, there's a gap, there's a gap. And here's the thing, right? So on the one hand, it's an industry that brings people together.
Yeah.
Food, experiences, travel, it's a good thing. You connect. And one of the things we say now is nothing connects us like breaking bread together. I mean, I didn't make it up. We're just borrowing it because it's so applicable. But on the other hand, we have people who join these industries because it's easy enough in the entry level. But that shouldn't be the ceiling. Right? So it's burnout, it's turnover. It's a hard industry. It's a very gratifying industry, but it's a hard industry.
Yeah.
So our goal through Breaking Bread is to help folks break barriers through mentorship and leadership development. And that was the why. The why was just, hey, we love what this industry is about. We love that when you have Instagram, every fourth picture, I think, is food. Maybe in my case, it's every second. I
know. I'm like all of them.
Mine's hair, but still doesn't. No,
hair, food, champagne. Back to it. But you know, it is.
It's true.
It's great for the community too, because you see local independent restaurants do well, and you see people thrive in it if we invest in them.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what Breaking Bread does.
Sure. We sit around. No, we do a bit more.
We break bread.
We break bread. I wish. You know, it's funny. I really need to actually start doing more of that and have meetings over food.
You should.
Yes, absolutely.
You should.
Meetings
We're
are
just
always good with food, right?
We're just always working. No, it's a good problem to have. But Breaking Bread, it's a mentorship and leadership development program. Like I said, we want people to grow, to find their best potential.
Yeah.
And we do it through 3 different ways. So the first is our mentoring program. It's a 6-week program. It is perfect for busy individuals. And what also is a little unique about it is the fact that it's a pay what you can. And if you can't, if you are not in a position to pay right now, that's okay. Come on down. We're actually really, really fortunate to have people who are now paying it forward.
It's wonderful.
Wow.
That to me was
Is that like an aha for you?
yes.
Right there. This is another reason why.
That's it. That's when we went full throttle. We were like, yes, we're doing more. We're going to keep, having these big crazy dreams because it makes sense.
Love that.
But in addition to the mentoring program, we've also got in-person events that we're doing. We're trying to do every month. As much as possible to actually bring people together and break bread and connect. People love the fact that it's not just building competencies, but they're connecting.
Yeah.
We're anchored around 4 C's, which is competency, connections, community, and confidence. And the third thing that we do is our podcast, nothing like what you ladies are doing here.
We don't even know what we're doing here.
Well, then I'm in great company. No. But it's, so far it's been a great start. And
Right.
It's just another way to get some inspiration and some competency building out there.
So I was reading this wonderful article again. This is
Look at
this
you.
month's.
Oh, no.
Here we go. This month's Providence Monthly. If you haven't seen it already, I love it. Beautiful photo. By the way, we were already talking to you about how gorgeous you look, which I know isn't the point, but you do.
That is kudos to Nick, the photographer.
Oh, listen,
Well, he did a
need
great
to have some
job. You did a great job.
For people to photograph. You look gorgeous.
One of the things I took away from reading this, though, because it talks about, what you're really looking to do, why it's important to you. I took away that you are really trying to help invest in people. That stayed with me a little bit. Let's talk more about that and what you mean by that, and maybe how people can try to do that more within their own lives. I think Audrey and I are in a position now, we've been around for a while. We're on more of a level where we could help mentor or guide others. So what do you mean by that? What are some ways that people can start doing things like that?
So, you had asked earlier about my journey, right? And, coming here as a student, not knowing a lot of people, I don't have family. I didn't have family at that time in Rhode Island. I was very fortunate to have people who would tap me on the shoulder and say, hey, you need to go to this meeting, or you need to work on this project. And sometimes, I think about the fact that I was sitting in this room thinking, what am I doing here? But someone, invested in me and saw potential that maybe I didn't even see in myself at that point. And the impact of that is exponential. And that's what we're hoping to do is, we had an individual who was in one of our cohorts back in, I want to say September, and has already sent, 4 people from her team. And sure, we love the referral. That's great. But more importantly, it's investing in those people, right? And saying, hey, I think you're great at X, Y, Z, but to get to that next level, here are 3 things that you also have to work on. That real talk, right? That what might have brought you to a certain level may not be enough to take you to the next level. And that's an investment.
Yeah.
But there's also people who may not be looking to do that, and that's fine.
Right.
But sometimes you just need to have a safe zone where you can learn from others and say, hey, these are some things that I'm dealing with at work. I'm trying to build change, or I'm trying to build a team, or all these really relevant things that are happening in the workplace. You can't talk to your boss about it. Sometimes you can if you're lucky enough, but not all the time,
Not all the time, yeah.
So that's the other piece that our Breaking Bread community is doing, is giving you an opportunity to build and grow, whether it's you're ready for that next level, or it's an opportunity to connect with others. And what's great is we just I think I can share this, is we just have a partnership with Colette, and they're sponsoring this program for local nonprofits. So talk about investing in our community. We're going to have an opportunity to run this program for local nonprofit leaders, which is really exciting.
That is exciting.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. We always say there's power in numbers.
Yes.
And I feel like what you're talking about, that is actually the magic and beauty of it working. It's that everybody's building each other up.
That's it.
And you're a very humble person. You are. I've known you for a bit. What did it feel like to be told that they wanted to feature you? You're going to be who to watch.
I checked my email first. Like, was this spam? Was this for me? No, honestly, it is surreal. It is really surreal.
Because I feel like it's a job well done. Like, people are watching. You're doing great things. I feel like it's a true acknowledgement. Not that you're looking for it.
Yeah.
But it's amazing.
It is amazing. You know what I'll say? I think the best part about that has been people reaching out, and a lot of people reaching out. But I will say, it's really cool when you hear from women, especially younger women or women of color, saying, "Oh, you baddie, you." So if that helps get someone else to dream big dreams, then yes.
Love it.
Very grateful for the sport. Really, really, really very grateful for the sport. I think I just come from an industry where we put our head down, we work hard.
Yeah.
So I think any acknowledgement is wonderful. But I think what's important about this is it's getting the word out about the fact that you can join in, whether you're an individual, whether you are a small organization. Come on down, break bread with us.
I love it. So good.
What has kind of the feedback been for you since you've started Breaking Bread? And, maybe what is something that has kind of stuck out to you as being like, okay, like, yes, we're on the right path here?
Yeah. So I'll share two things. So take the girl out of corporate, but like, really, I am a data person, but I also want to hear what people are saying. So it's still early for us to share numbers, but we're doing pre-surveys and post-surveys, and so far it's been really great. The best, I think, test is when people say, yes, I would recommend this to other people. So that's good because they're referring us. But there was one thing that really stood out to me early on was, as we're working on these 4 C's, we were all about the competencies and helping people build their leadership. And they're saying, hey, that's great, we love that, but we really love the connection and meeting others who are in a similar situation, because we don't always get to do that.
Yeah, you're right.
Especially if you're busy, if you've got a family or you're a caregiver and you're working and you've got other responsibilities, you don't always have the time to do that. So it was really great to see that, all right, the competencies are working, but we needed to work a little bit more on the connection building, and now it's an integral part of the program.
Yeah. And where can people follow along with what you're doing, or if they're interested in being a part of it, how can people either reach out or just follow along with what you're doing and maybe gain a little inspiration?
Yeah, please. We are, shameless plug time, we're a small organization, so any opportunity, please follow us. We're all on all the socials. And we have events coming up.
Yeah.
And, check out our website because we are constantly enrolling for the Leadership Development Program, every few weeks. It's an easy 6-week program. And we actually have an event coming up February 4th. So, break bread with us.
I love that. Break bread.
Yeah.
And I have to ask you just like a side question too. How, I mean, because you have, obviously we know your husband, and how do you balance that? How do you balance everything? You have such passion for your work, but you also have a family and you have a full life. How do you balance everything?
It's hard. It's hard. I will say he and I, we are true partners. He's an amazing cook. I mean, I'm pretty good too, but we are true partners in that sense. So I'm very lucky. But I don't think you can aim for a perfect balance. There's going to be days when you are giving more of yourself to your work, and that is okay. I have a teenage daughter, and she sees this, and she I earned some really solid mom brownie points from that
love
cover,
that. Love that.
So I think you've got to just know what you want and know that sometimes you're going to give more to one thing than the other. But if it evens out over a longer period of time, then I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, we talk about that a lot. We talk about that a lot on this show.
It's important for, I love the honesty.
Yeah.
I mean, it's never enough days
you never know.
In the week.
It's amazing. Good for you. You're just...
And really good eye cream.
We will be talking about that right now.
Show.
Thank you so much for joining us today and sharing what you're up to, and congratulations again.
Thank you so much.
We have more to come on Spotlight New England. Stick around. All right, do you know what's trending for 2026?
I don't know the top ones. I do not.
So I looked at, so I was looking up, this is part of a whole journey, obviously, of, we're reading the manifesting book, which we'll probably talk more about tomorrow.
Yep.
So I was trying to make a vision board on Pinterest.
Okay.
And then Pinterest does their 2026 trends. So I was looking at their trends, but they were a little too specific for not the masses. They were talking about more of almost aesthetics that we're going to be trending.
Gotcha. Okay.
So then I wanted to look up what is trending in 2026.
What is actually trending?
More of umbrella things. Okay. So trending is consumer desire for authenticity, comfort, and personalized experiences.
Okay.
So meaning more of expressive fashion, bold colors, maximalism, and lace.
I like lace.
And then when it comes to travel, purposeful travel. So more road trips, whycations, they're calling it. Why?
Yeah.
And ancestry.
Oh,
as in
going to visit Portugal if I'm Portuguese.
Yeah,
okay,
which I thought was actually a really cool thing.
Yeah.
And then immersive digital and creative content through meaning kind of AI assisting.
Yep.
So I don't know if you've seen for example, you can take a picture of in your house.
Yeah.
And you want to remodel your kitchen. And you take a picture and AI can help you visualize how you could upgrade your kitchen or how you could use a space differently or things of that nature.
I like that. That's AI for good. That's AI for
well, because AI itself, it doesn't specifically say that, but AI is obviously a huge, I guess you'll call it a trend.
It is a big trend. It's
but
not going to go away.
It's kind of the type of thing where you need to figure out how to utilize it in a positive way that is helpful and helps, elevate whatever you're doing as opposed to taking away your own brain.
See, I was the other night. So I was Googling the top trends for nail polish.
Okay.
Because I only do white and black. You know that.
Yeah, I do know that. Or yellow that one time. And
even my nail technician was like, this looks ugly. She said, it looks ugly on you.
Literally, her nail tech was like, are you sure? And Audrey was like, I'm sure. And she was like, you're not.
She wanted me to take it off immediately.
That's
and
one
I
of
kept
my
it on
favorite
just
stories.
to be stubborn.
I love that story.
Apple red.
Yeah, well, I've always loved red.
And they said every CEO that's a female
I feel
wears
that's
apple
a
red.
classic. I don't feel like that's a trend.
Well, I wrote it down. I was like, okay, we're doing apple red. And then I was just saying to Ashley, the Love Not slouchy bags.
Yeah,
those are trending like crazy right now.
Yeah, for shopping.
For shopping and all that. So
yeah,
those are the only two I can offer you.
It seems like in general, there's a big push towards more of maximalism and color. We're moving away from the beige, white everything in general in life. So.
Which I'm happy.
So we'll check back in a year and see if that's true. And that's
with my red nails I'll have.
Not white. I won't believe it. Thank you for joining us today on Spotlight New England. We'll see you next time.